Oh, this is Rick Keys. Rick Keys Music Caravan. And you are in the Rick Keys zone. You like that? New shirt. Remember the Twilight Zone? Well, this is the Rick Keys zone. And we're finishing up the blues show, the Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues Show. And we started with the release from the last person I played. Hell, I can't even remember that. So anyway, well, the other person that made it to my, oh yeah, it was Damon Fowler. So Damon Fowler, congratulations. He made it to my Rick Keys top blues release album list for 2021. This is my own personal list that I come up with, not the ones that come up with from the charts like the Roots Music Report chart, Billboard. This is my chart, Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues Show. Top blues release albums of 2021. By the way, I'll let you know, I've listened to all these CDs since January, and I'm choosing the ones that I like best, and I think you are going to like them too. Okay, so Damon Fowler made the list. We played his music on the first part of the show. And here's the other artist that made it. And interesting about both these guys, Damon Fowler and AJ Fullerton, they were at the top of the list at the beginning of the year for quite some time, but now they're like, I don't know what number they are. They could be in the hundreds or not even in the chart anymore. But there doesn't mean that they don't belong up there. So this is why I've chosen them. They may not be on the top of the Roots chart, but it's on the top of my chart. So here's the second person. This is AJ Fullerton, The Forgiver and The Runaway. So those are two more releases that have made it to my top 2021 album release list. So let's continue here. We've got some new releases in the Rick Keys zone. So we got a new one from John Mayall called The Sun is Shining Down. Sun is shining down on John Mayall. He's not going to be performing live anymore. He's like 88 years old. He is putting out music still, but his performances this year are going to be the last. Doesn't want to do it anymore. Too much COVID. Okay, I finally figured out the name of this band. So you look at that. I'll look at that. Okay, see that? All right. So wouldn't you think, just looking at that the name of the group has to have something to do with motel or even pool? However, it doesn't. It is, if you look at the other sign, this group is called Sunny Blue and the Moons. Sunny Blue and the Moons, hidden over there. Sunny Blue and the Moon. So that's the name of the group. And the name of the album is, can't read it right now because it's so darn small, these people. Let's see if we can read it. Something Social Club. You know what? Can't read the title, so not worrying about it. Sunny Blue. Thanks for making it so difficult. Okay, here's another new one. Lowell Fulsom Live. He's actually dead, but he did a recording in the 80s, I believe, with Jeff Dale and the Blue Wave Band. And Jeff Dale brought that back to life. Lowell Fulsom. He was a legendary blues man. I'm not sure if I'm going to even find this one where it belongs, but it's called Dumpster Fire. Mean old fireman and the Cruel Engineers. Real winning name. And then I'll see if I can find this one. Sorry, my nose was itching. The Mick Schaefer Band, Back to the Blues. Okay, so those are some new ones that have not made the Roots Music Report chart. Some should be there, some shouldn't. Okay, some that are there now. Here's a new one, a new release I recently got, and he made it into the Roots Music Report chart. By the way, the Roots Music Report chart is it's a chart where all the DJs and on-air personalities like myself the music we play is listened to, and then it kind of dictates which album or which song is tops because of the play it gets from people like me, the knowledgeable ones. So, Willie Jackson, All in the Blues is the title of his release. It's number 39 on the RMR chart, the Roots Music Report chart. Okay, this is one of my favorite performers. He's from Denmark, I believe. Could be, yeah, Denmark. His name's the Bjorn Reisinger, and the Black Tornado is the group. And this is the best of, came out recently, and he's got a lot of great music. He's an artist with Roof Records, which is kind of the equivalent of Alligator record labels in Europe. So the Bjorn Reisinger, and he is at number 35. Okay, here's a new one that hadn't made the chart, just made the chart, and it came in at number 33. And this is Stacy Mitchhart, Printer's Alley. Looks a little bit like me. Not as handsome, but a little bit like me. Okay, let's continue now. Robin Capsalis and Vintage 18, they're at number 31. Title of the release is Soul Shaker. Soul Shaker, Robin Capsalis. All right, number 30, Tito Jackson. Remember the Jackson brothers, or no, the Jackson Five. Tito was the older brother of Michael Jackson, and he has a release out now, and it's called Under Your Spell. Tito Jackson. He's been up and down in the top 30, top 20, top 10. He's at 30 this week. Well, let me tell you a story about that chart. So, a lot of music comes in every week starting in January. So I'm gauging which is going to be the best music of for 2021, according to me. Not everyone, but I'm pretty spot on with most of it. But anyway, so a lot of these, when they come in, if they come in early in the year, like January, February, they get a lot of play. They could have been at number one for quite some time. And now all of a sudden it's almost December, and new people are sending stuff in at the last minute, trying to get on that 2021 chart of Rick Keys. So a lot of the ones that were popular earlier kind of get lost, and that's why I determined the best for the whole year, not just the end of the year. Okay, so anyway, let's continue. So Tito Jackson, number 30. Hannah PK, she dropped substantially. She was number 9 last week, and now she's 26, and titled as Blues in My Shoes. Okay, here's another one. Joseph and the Bellowsians. They moved up even more. They moved up from 84 to number 25. So that tells you how big the chart is. If he was 84 last week, the chart must go up to at least 100. So you see all these bands that may have been very popular at the beginning of the year, they could be way up there trying to make it back in. And I'm playing some of them now. Okay, I've told you already, this one has made my Roots Music Report best for 2021. Eddie 9V. He's currently at number 24, but he's been number 2, number 3. This is an excellent album, Eddie 9V. So we'll be playing his music in fruition one of these days. Next one, another young guy. I think Eddie 9V is probably 24. Ben Levin might be 22. So it's cool that we're getting new young people to join up in this blues craze that's being highlighted by the Rick Keys Music Caravan. Number 22, Ben Levin, and Still Here. So that one I think is going to make it to my list. Here's a local entertainer. His name is Chicken Bone Slim. His release moved up pretty substantially too, from number 48 to number 15. Chicken Bone Slim, Serve It to Me Hot. And let me see here. This one is higher ranked than I would have thought, but it's doing pretty darn well. Number 12, Ricci and Crown, City Country City. City Country City. Okay. At number 8, he was number 1 for what, 2 or 3 months, something like that. He's still in the top 10. Chris Tone, Kingfish Ingram, his release 662. It's number 8 on that list. And it did make it into my top chart. Also, this guy I really like. He's like, I would say this release is, if I was to have a top 10, it would probably be in the top 10. He's at number 7 right now, Colin Linden and Blow. So don't blow it by not buying this and listening to this whole CD. It's really good. It'll blow your mind. Okay, let's continue here. The Alligator record label artists, people are coming up now. We got Tommy Castro. He was number 1, but currently he is number 4 with A Bluesman Came to Town. So that one made it to my top 2021 list also. And I would say this is probably in the top 10 also of my list. If I were to have a list, I might have one this year. Okay, number 3, Carolyn Wonderland. Her release is Tempting Fate. Another Alligator, new artist, new Alligator record label artist, to include GA20, part-time. Artists are not full-time with Alligator, but they probably will be after this release. And we had Chris Kane and some others. Okay, this guy is kind of surprising that he is ranked at number 1. I wouldn't have put him at number 1, but he has some very good songs on there. Colin James, Open Road, number 1 blues album, contemporary blues album on the Roots Music Report chart. So you're going to hear all that music plus my wonderful personality. And the easiest way to do that, well, the one way to do it is to go to Facebook or Metabook or Zuckerbook, whatever it's called nowadays. Zuckerbook. Remember, you're in the Rick Keys zone. I can say whatever I darn well please. Okay, so Zucker Zone. So you can go to Facebook, look for Rick Keys Music Caravan, Keys, Keys, Rick Keys Music Caravan, and like it, and then you'll see my show that way. But the easiest way, truthfully, folks, the easiest way to get it is to go to my YouTube site, Rick Keys, not the Rick Keys Zone, the Rick Keys Music Caravan. Go to that Rick Keys Music Caravan and subscribe. And then there's a bell on there. You press the bell icon. And what that does is it brings me into your home or your phone or your laptop. And for some of you ladies out there, which would be okay with me being in your laptop, but seriously, I can just magically appear in front of your face somehow or another. So that's what the bell does. And then the thumb thing, there's a thumb icon. So you do that and you press that thumb icon, and that spreads the good news of Rick Keys and my music caravan and my family. So stay tuned. Hopefully all had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was not so good, but I'm not going to complain. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. All right.